Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of Not So Pro Packer Talk. That's right, Packer Talk, not football talk, Packer Talk. We're only focusing about the Packers on these episodes every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. It's just going to be me here, not AJ or Vincent from Not So Pro Football Talk. Those guys aren't going to be joining us. Maybe in the future, we'll see. But it's just going to be me talking about the Packers, focusing on one team, and we'll see how this goes. Make sure you guys leave some comments. What do you guys think of the episode at the end? And leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. But what is Reed going to be talking about? The first ever episode of Not So Pro Packer Talk. What's he going to be talking about? So many Packers news, so much going on. Is he going to talk about all this negative stuff about Bakhtiari or Sammy Watkins not being able to play? No, we're saying pause it on the first episode, boys. Let's go. We're going to talk about how Matt Lafleur, Brian Gutekunst, and Russ Ball all just got extended as Packers employees, as the head coach, as the GM, and Russ Ball, our vice president and football director, football directions. Yeah, there we go. We're going to be talking about that. So first off the bat, Matt Lafleur. Guys, a lot of people like to diss on Matt Lafleur and not give him the credit that he's due as a head coach because Aaron Rodgers is his quarterback. But we Packer fans know what happened before Matt Lafleur and after Matt Lafleur. The culture he brought in, the winning culture that he brought in for us. There is clear coaching differences that we have seen from the Mike McCarthy era to the Matt Lafleur era. Mike McCarthy, it was just our offense was stale. It was just broken down plays. Let's just trust everything in Aaron Rodgers. And then as soon as Matt Lafleur came in, that started scheming guys open. That started doing this and that. And that's what has made us, in the past 3 years under his tenure, have him as a head coach the best record in the first 3 years ever, 39-10. 39 wins in his first 3 years. That's insane, unheard of, never been done before. Whatever you want to say about if it's Aaron Rodgers' quarterback, if I had Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback, I'll also be able to do that. At the end of the day, guys, it's incredible what he's done, and it's not just because of Aaron Rodgers. If it was just Aaron Rodgers, then Mike McCarthy would have been able to do it multiple years out. But he was able to do it early in his career, and then he just got stale. Love Mike McCarthy, but Matt Lafleur is what the Packers needed, and he has been an incredible head coach. And us extending him is bringing in more and more of these years. Is he going to be able to win 13 games every single season? That would be hard. I hope he can. Definitely believing it for this next year, but we'll see what he's able to do after the Aaron Rodgers era, and that's when all these other critics are going to be able to really judge him. We Packer fans know that he's good, and we are excited for the future. So extending him was a key thing that we needed to do, and I'm very excited about this. And then Brian Gutekunst. A lot of people like to trash Brian Gutekunst because of what he did during the Aaron Rodgers drama of last year. Oh, Aaron Rodgers hates the Packers, all that stuff. Everyone was just pointing fingers at Gutekunst because Aaron Rodgers apparently didn't like him, whatever. And then you guys, a lot of people like to say how he wasn't able to re-sign Devontae Adams. How could he not secure that type of player for the Packers? At the end of the day, guys, we trust in Goot. As Packer fans, we trust in Goot. He has constantly made great decisions for us, drafted well, free agency great, and at the end of the day, I think Devontae Adams ultimately leaving was the best option for us. Obviously, he tried to. He offered more money than the Raiders, but he decided to go elsewhere. But he brought back Aaron Rodgers after him not being happy, and then he's made him happy with the organization, and everything is basically fits. Aaron Rodgers said he wants to retire as a Packer, so that's what's going to happen because of what Goot did for the Packers, did for the Aaron Rodgers, and was able to fix that situation. So, and the whole Aaron Rodgers being mad at the Packers, whatever his feelings before that, it all started way before Gutekunst took over back in 2018. So there's no like attacking Gutekunst for all of Aaron Rodgers' grievances back then. But let's go over some of Gutekunst's best draft picks. Dude has consistently hit in the first round with picks like Jerry Alexander, Rashawn Gary, Darnell Savage, and then Eric Stokes, who was our rookie last year. All these guys are starters in our defense. Dude has constantly picked just absolute stunners and some of the who are now some of the best players in the league. The only first round pick they can kind of like say, oh, hey, this wasn't that good, was Jordan Love. Jordan Love, we still don't know what is going to happen with him. We don't know what kind of pick he was because he hasn't been able to start like a full season or multiple games yet. So we still don't know how that will pan out. But as far as right now, that draft pick is at best a question mark. But we'll see. Hopefully, Jordan Love ends up working out as a first round pick. But other guys that he brought in, MVS, he drafted Elton Jenkins, who's one of the best offensive linemen in the league. We got AJ Dillon. We got Josh Myers, John Runyon. All these guys are key pieces in our starting offense and defense. Dude has done great things through the draft for the Packers in his four draft rounds. And then we'll see with this fifth draft round this past year how it turns out. I think it's going to be great. I'm very excited as a Packer fan for all this. But then let's talk about what he's done in free agency. What the Packers were before in free agency, before Gutekunst was, we didn't do anything. We resigned our players and we drafted. That's what we did. We didn't do anything else other than those two things. So Brian Gutekunst has brought in a new culture of we're going to sign players, we're going to bring people in, all that stuff. Some of the best things he's done as far as free agencies, bringing back Tramon Williams while our cornerback room was just terrible. There was nothing going on. Bringing back Tramon Williams was a great draft free agency signing for us in the time back in 2018. Billy Turner, been a solid right tackle for us ever since we picked him up. Great draft pick. Free agency signing. Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith. Obviously, those guys did great, have done incredible these past 3 years. Zadarius Smith is now on the Vikings. That didn't pan out, but the 2 years that he fully played were monstrous. Dude destroyed. And then Preston Smith, we've just re-signed him. He's going to be a long-time Packer, and we're very excited about his future with us. And then Adrian Amos, one of the best strong safeties, in my opinion, in the league. Devondre Campbell, which is, in my opinion, the biggest signing, in my opinion. We only have one sample year of last year when he made first team All-Pro. And a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to repeat that because his career before coming to the Packers wasn't that great. But at the end of the day, I think Devondre Campbell is one of the best parts of our defense. Our worst defensive game was against the Lions week 17. That was the only game Devondre Campbell missed because it was week 17. We didn't want to play him. He was slightly hurt. He could have played, but we didn't want to force it. We pulled him out, but our rest of our defense was in. And without our signal caller in the middle, without him leading our defense, it was the worst our defense has ever looked all year long. He is a very important part of our defense, and resigning him this past extending him this past year was the biggest thing that we could have done. I was like, man, we got to get Devontae, we got to get Russell Douglas back, we got to get all these people back. But Devondre Campbell was on the tippy top of my list, and I didn't think we would be get him. And then he got him on a great deal. I think it was I think if I remember, it's 4 year, $40 million. So 10 million a year for a guy of his caliber, in my opinion. That's a great signing from Gutekunst. And then Russell Douglas, one of the best midseason pickups in all of the NFL history, in my opinion. Dude immediately came into the Packers organization and started just elevating his play and being a playmaker for the Packers, especially right off the bat with that. I think it was the second game that he played in against the Cardinals, and then he got that game-ending interception in the end zone to end the game against the Cardinals, the undefeated Cardinals. incredible, and then he gets multiple pick sixes in the regular season, and just does incredible for us. Resigning him or signing him last year, then re-signing him this year was huge for us. Very excited. Ultimately, I think Brian Gutekunst has done an incredible job for the Packers. And then we have Russ Ball that we extended. So moving on from Brian Gutekunst, Russ Ball, we extended him. He's our vice president of football directions, and he's one of our big pieces in evaluating guys with Gutekunst and figuring out, okay, who's this? Where's the talent? Is this guy talented? Can we pull him into our team, our roster, and make something of him? He's a big part of that, and I think resigning him was huge. A lot of people. I was looking up like most like Packers sentiments against Russ Ball, and there's a lot of people that do not like him because of the Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb extensions and stuff. But I'm a big fan of Russ Ball. I think he's great, and I'm very excited for the future. So those are our 3 extensions. All 3 huge parts of the Packers organization remaining successful in the future, and we were able to all extend them back in the so this didn't just happen. This just got confirmed again at the Packers owners meeting on Monday, and so the reporters asked Mark Murphy what was his thoughts on re-signing these people. He's like, I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but they're going to be with the Packers for a very long time, which is, he didn't really confirm it, but it confirmed a source that these 3 guys got extended back during the draft time frame. And I'm very excited about all this. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts about these 3, this head coach, this GM, and Russ Ball. Let me know now down in the comments what you guys think. Remember to leave a like on the video, and guys, just let me know what your thoughts of this first ever Not So Pro Football Packer Talk. Make sure you subscribe to Not So Pro Football Talk. That's where we talk about everything football. But yeah, guys, thank you for this first episode, and let me know how I did.